My name is Liz Mercier, and I'm a continuing lecturer of Latin and Ancient Greek at Purdue. I've been here for 18 years.
My name is Dustin Mayer. I'm a graduate student in English. I also teach English 106.
I'm Marissa Hicks, and I am a senior, and I am a classical studies major.
My name is Sabrina Milcharski. I'm a senior, and I am also a classical studies major.
For me, I very much wanted students to see something that they hadn't seen before, namely manuscripts that had not been translated, that were not clean modern editions with notes and vocabularies in the back. And I really wanted for them to dive in and just use sort of organically the skills that I'd armed them with in the initial grammar classes that we'd had.
You know, we've translated, we've transcribed, and we're still in the process of doing these things, making these original medieval Latin manuscripts accessible to a wider audience through the use of modern technology.
I chose students that I felt were at the appropriate level of Latin. They had covered enough of the foundational grammar and were solid in their skills. And students that I felt would be very enthusiastic about the uniqueness of this project and the amount of time and effort that I wanted for each student to put in.
Being undergrads, typically we wouldn't have gotten this experience, but being able to work with a professor and actually work with real Latin manuscripts, that was a huge deal.
I got to look at the digital versions of the manuscripts at first, but actually this year I've gotten to see the real manuscripts, and we even got to feel them and everything, so it was pretty cool.
Initially, I was just sort of a student in the class as well, so that would mean transcribing, translating, taking note of codicological features, sort of different paleographic features. And then now this semester I'm working as a TA and an RA for the project. So that would mean sort of jumping in class with different facts, different features, sort of historical points of interest. Just depends really on what the discussion calls for.
We both kind of sort of worked on the same things because Liz wanted to keep it even. So we would all transcribe at the same time and we'd compare, and then we'd all translate at the same time and we would come together and compare. If we were discussing the website, it would all be at the same time. So we were all kind of just doing the same thing and then comparing our work and trying to figure out what was the best way to transcribe a certain passage or translate a certain passage.
Mm-hmm. And we also, Sabrina and I in particular, we also wrote the article for JPER, and so we spent the whole semester doing that.
I think most undergraduates don't have the opportunity to work with original manuscript leaves. I think the project in and of itself is very, very unusual. I didn't see any original medieval manuscripts until I was in graduate school, and I think most undergraduates probably had a similar experience.
Yeah, nothing really arms you for working with an unmediated manuscript, right? We're so used to dealing with modern editions that have been cleaned up. We have commas, we have punctuation, we have a modern editor stepping in between us and the text. We don't have that here. We're totally on our own. It's pretty cool.
I started to think about ways that I could develop a class around this project and some manner that we could put the manuscripts on the web and create tutorials so that other people from other places, high school students from around Indiana, university students from other universities, could click on the library website and be connected up to our work with the manuscripts themselves. So it's just grown and grown and grown, and has been hands down my absolute favorite teaching experience in the 18 years that I've been here.